Welcome to SVR IAS Academy. ComeOnIndia.com is our website. In this Current Affairs video lecture, you will learn very important topics which are highly useful for prelims and mains examination. Today's date is 11th May 2016. First topic that you are going to see is regarding impeachment of Brazil president. Impeachment of Brazil's president. First question you may ask, why as a civil service aspirant sitting in India, why should you learn about impeachment of Brazil president, which is located very far away from India? The question appears genuine, but in GS paper 2, we have a syllabus called Comparison of Indian Constitution with Major Constitutions. Comparison of Indian Constitution with major constitutions in the world. So in this background, we should compare the impeachment procedure followed in Brazil and comparing it with India. So it's an important area for prelims as well as for mains examination. Second topic is National Florence Nightingale Award, which is presented by our President of India recently. In this background, you should know the important features of this award. And third topic, that you should know something about Florence Nightingale. And fourth, briefly we'll discuss about International Nurses Day. And fifth, we'll discuss briefly about Earth Day. So only we will cover very important topics which are highly useful for prelims and mains examination. So first, let's discuss the very important topic of the year 2016, that is Brazil president impeachment process and comparing it with Indian president's impeachment process. So now let's discuss about political system of Brazil. Brazil has federal presidential form of government and it's a democratic and republic. Here compare the features with Indian features. We have also federal form of government, but here we have parliamentary form of government. Parliamentary form of government. Other features are same, democratic, republic are mentioned in our preamble, but we have presidential form of government, whereas India has prime ministerial form of government, whereas Brazil has presidential form of government. It's the first important difference, so please remember. Second important difference is that in India, Prime Minister is the head of government. In India, Prime Minister is head of government, whereas President of India is head of the state. Head of the state. Whereas in Brazil, President is both head of the state as well as head of government. So it's a second important difference between Indian and Brazil constitution. One common feature is that both India and Brazil has multi-party system. Both countries have multi-party system, whereas USA has two-party system. USA has two-party system. Now let's discuss about administrative organization of Brazil. Brazil has federal government, then states, then federal districts and municipalities. Whereas in India we have central government at the top, then state governments, then districts. Below the district we have panchayat and municipalities. It's all about administrative organization of Brazil and comparing it with Indian administrative structure. Federal government is divided into three branches: executive, legislative and judicial. Executive power is exercised by President of Brazil. He is advised by a cabinet, and legislative power is vested upon National Congress. National Congress has two chambers: lower house, that is Chamber of Deputies, that is a lower house, and Federal Senate, that is the upper house. So National Congress has two chambers, one is Chamber of Deputies and Federal Senate. India also has two chambers, one is Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Lok Sabha is the lower house and Rajya Sabha is the upper house. Now let's understand about Brazil with the help of this image. After seeing this image, what are the points you can understand? The lifeline of South American continent, that is Amazon River. You can mark the Amazon River. That's a lifeline of South American continent. Brazil is the largest country. Just look at the size. Brazil is the largest country in South American continent. Worldwide, it is the fifth largest country. The global level. And another important geography point is that look at the boundaries of the Brazil. Brazil borders almost all the countries except two countries. Here is the one country and here is the another country. So here this is a Chile and this is Ecuador. These two countries are not bordered by Brazil. And in the South American continent, another important prelims point is that only two countries are landlocked countries in South America. Pause the video and take your atlas. Locate the countries which are landlocked in South America. They are Bolivia and Paraguay. Only two countries are landlocked countries in South American continent. They are Bolivia and Paraguay. That's all about important points in this map. Now let's discuss briefly about impeachment process. Impeachment process for removing the President of India. In India, either Lok Sabha or Rajya Sabha can initiate impeachment process. Both upper house or lower house. Lower house Lok Sabha, upper house Rajya Sabha can initiate the impeachment process, and one-fourth of the members should sign the impeachment resolution, and 14 days advance notice should be given to the President before moving such resolution, and not resolution is the impeachment motion, is a motion, and it should be passed by 2/3 of the total membership of the House. 2/3 of the total membership of the House. One important prelims point here is not the 2/3 of the members present and voting. It is not. So 2/3 of the members of total membership majority. Then if the motion is passed, then it goes to the Lok Sabha or another house. In India, either house has the power to initiate impeachment process. The same process is followed, like 2/3 members, there is a total membership of the house, should vote in favor of the impeachment process. Then after that, president can be removed. Now let's discuss the impeachment process of President of Brazil. Before that, let's briefly discuss why President of Brazil is facing impeachment. Dilma Rousseff is the President of Brazil at present. She is facing impeachment process. The reason is that she violated the fiscal laws by using the funds from state banks to cover the budget shortfalls and some corruption charges. Now let's discuss about the impeachment process of the Brazil's president. One important point is that it is similar to the impeachment procedure of President of US. President of US is an important point. To impeach the President of Brazil, Speaker of the lower house, that is a Chamber of Deputies, must accept the petition for impeachment. So here the Lok Sabha lower house has the authority. In the lower house, Speaker has the power. He must admit the petition for removing the President of Brazil. This is the first step. Okay, now you understood the concept, but what about summarization? What about overall picture? Now let's summarize the impeachment process of President of Brazil. The resolution goes to Speaker, and Speaker must admit the resolution in the lower house, and lower house forms the committee to investigate the charges. If committee confirms the charges, then voting takes place in the lower house. Voting takes place in the lower house, and two-thirds majority. With the two-thirds majority, the resolution must be passed. Once it is passed, it goes to the upper house, that is Senate. In the meantime, President gets the right to go to the High Court or Supreme Federal Tribunal. If court also confirms the charges, then at this point, President stands suspended, and the process starts in upper house, that is Senate. In the Senate, voting takes place, two-thirds majority, and within 180 days, the resolution must be approved with the two-thirds majority. Then President stands removed. If no action is taken by Senate for 180 days, then the suspended President must be reinstated. We hope you enjoyed our video lecture on comparing the Constitution of India and Brazil and impeachment process of the President. Now let's move to some important topics which are important for the prelims examination. National Florence Nightingale Awards. Recently, President of India has given National Florence Nightingale Award to the various people. And in this background, let's discuss some important facts on this award. The National Florence Nightingale Awards are given by Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. So the first and most important prelims point is given by Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, because by seeing the name of Florence Nightingale Award, it is difficult to predict it will come under which ministry. Unless and otherwise, you know something about Florence Nightingale. She was considered as a founder of modern nursing. She was considered as a founder of modern nursing. Now the term nursing is coming. Now you can predict it should come under the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. The award is given to recognize the meritorious services rendered by nurses and nursing professionals in the country. So the award is given to the nurses and nursing professionals who brought meritorious services to the society. Now let's discuss about International Nurses Day. International Nurses Day. It is celebrated all over the world on May 12. On May 12, International Nurses Day is celebrated. The reason is simple. May 12 is the birthday of Florence Nightingale. Florence Nightingale. She is considered as founder of modern nursing. So on her birthday, the day is celebrated as International Nurses Day. Now let's discuss some important points on Florence Nightingale. In this image, you can see the picture of Florence Nightingale. She was a celebrated British social reformer and statistician, and she is also considered as a founder of modern nursing that already we discussed. During the First World War, especially during the Crimean War, she brought meritorious service to the injured soldiers. In the First World War, she used to carry a lamp in the night time to search for the wounded soldiers. That's why She is also called as the lady with the lamp. Remember, the lady with the lamp means it indicates Florence Nightingale. Now let's briefly discuss about the last topic of the day, that is Earth Day. Earth Day is observed on 22nd April every year. 22nd April every year to create awareness about environmental issues and the need to conserve the Mother Earth. The specialty of the 2016 Earth Day is that on the day Paris Agreement on Climate Change was signed. It's another important point. On Earth Day in 2016, Paris Agreement on Climate Change was signed. So we are here to provide good quality current affairs video lectures and invite your friends who are preparing for civil service examination to visit our YouTube channel and ask them to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that everyone can benefit. Thank you for watching this video lecture and all the best.